I have to get this timing down, right? I feel like I'm generally waiting to figure out if I'm online, and I am. It looks weird when I look at the replays. Hey there. Um, People often say things to grievers like, "You're so strong." And sometimes when they say it, I'm not sure if they understand what that actually means. Because strength and grief doesn't look the way people imagine. Strength sometimes looks like tears. Strength sometimes looks like rest. Strength sometimes looks like getting out of bed. And sometimes it's simply getting through another day. This is day 37 of the Grief and Joy Daily. Hey, friends, I'm Dionne. The Grief and Joy Daily is where we tell the truth about grief and still make room for joy. Hmm. And today, in talking about that, you're so strong, I really want to talk about what I believe strength really looks like. For one, strength is not the absence of emotion. Many people think strength means not crying, not breaking down, not showing how much something hurts. But that's really more like repression of emotion, which will be a challenge over time. I'd say that strength in grief often looks like allowing yourself to feel, letting the tears come, acknowledging the loss, being honest about the pain. That honestly takes courage. And two, strength is continuing to live. One of the quiet truths about grief is continuing to live your life can be incredibly brave, incredibly challenging, but showing up, doing your work, caring for yourself, caring for people, finding moments of joy again, all of that requires so much strength. And it may or may not be acknowledged, but it is strength. And lastly, strength can include asking for support. There's a misconception that strong people do everything on their own. But grief has taught me something different. Sometimes strength looks like saying, I need help. I need someone to listen. I need my community. We were never meant to carry grief completely on our own. I've had this conversation recently so often with my niece and telling her that I have community support for so many things. I'm not really doing anything on my own. I have accountability groups. I have a therapist, um, or had one. We're on a break while I'm in Kenya. Um, and just a fitness trainer, a business coach. There's, fast girl community. I'm really sort of yoga family, spiritual family. There's so many different communities I'm a part of that I draw strength from. because when I'm not sure of my ability, they are. And they pour into me, and I pour into them. It is co-transformational. Even in this grief space, curating and creating spaces for others to share gives me space to heal. I create the communities that I need for me. I have learned that community and conversation is a part of my strength, is a part of my grieving process. My friend, if anyone has told you that you're strong in the middle of grief, take a moment today and acknowledge what that strength really looks like. Maybe it looks like getting out of bed, showing up for someone, telling the truth about how you feel, and asking for support. Strength doesn't have to be showy, dramatic. I'd say strength is simply continuing. Let's see what the card has to say for us today. 52 Weeks in Joy, deck 1, card 35. Joy is not in things, it is in us. Richard Wagner. Let the things or people you are grateful for, list them. List all the things or people you are grateful for and read them out loud to yourself. I love that. I have a gratitude practice, and I definitely give thanks for so many people and so many things. But writing it down, when you forget, when you might be feeling a little less than, gives you something to go back and look at if you're building a gratitude practice. It gives you something to draw strength from when you don't feel strong. Hmm. Gratitude, I feel, is compassionate and it builds resilience. To be grateful for everything you've had, even the people you've lost. I'm so grateful for the time I've had with each one of them and how they impacted me. Strength in grief is not pretending that everything's okay. It's about allowing, allowing yourself to feel and still choosing to move forward. Oof, that's strength. That choice to move forward in the midst of active grief and so much pain is so much strength. I see you. Hmm. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for telling the truth to yourself about grief. And thank you for continuing to make room for joy. Remember, joy is your birthright. Transformation is possible. I will see